...2004's Taxi is about a mouthy and feisty New York taxi cab driver who reluctantly partners with a green and inept cop set on solving a string of New York City bank robberies committed by a quartet of female Brazilian bank robbers. Carrying on the fine tradition of translating Luc Besson's action Euro trash into awkwardly Americanized Hollywood blockbuster trash, Taxi was the breakout film for Queen Latifah after steadily transitioning from music to acting through minor roles, and she displays plenty of charisma here, which makes the film's haphazard plot and forced attempts at improvisation more forgiving. Another highlight of the film is of course its major practical stunt work. However, the set pieces seem to be top heavy in the running time, and the second act seems to settle into a very mid-2000s clash of Besson's trademark chintzy crime pastiche and the minstrel show that was the urban aesthetic of Hollywood thrillers not too long ago. It does pick up, however, by the end with a sequence on a freeway that reminded me of the cornerstone set piece of To Live and Die in LA. And it's always a good day for me when any film reminds me of that masterpiece. Taxi is not a terrible film, but it's definitely very much of its time. It's uninspired in many places, but there is some nostalgia value to be found in its sights and sounds. But let me emphasize that this is a very unremarkable blockbuster. Originally, our second film was going to be the 1970 biography of Ned Kelly, starring Mick Jagger. But plans changed when I got a Keck special and found the disc for the Heath Ledger and Orlando Bloom biography from 2003 inside the case. Admittedly, I had this DVD for almost 2 years now, but still, damn it all. So quick change of plans. Instead, we are going to review the 2002 Gen Extreme remake of 1975's Rollerball, starring American Pie's Chris Klein, LL Cool J, with cameo appearances by Pink, Slipknot, that Paul Heyman guy as a sports commentator, Shane McMahon as a supporting artist, and all this was directed by the guy who directed Die Hard. What the fuck is this? Okay, unsurprisingly for a film rated 34 in IMDb's bottom 100, there's a lot to unpack here. Straight out of the gate, Rollerball is an abstruse wall of noise featuring quality nu metal, garish cyberpunk art design, out-of-control sound design, several languages, and twice the amount of accents. Everyone but Paul Heyman is miscast. There is an entire 5-minute sequence in this film filtered in green night vision because it was from a dirt cheap done amateur hour reshoot of a scene that itself was too poorly lit for purpose. The editing is so abysmal throughout, it makes Suicide Squad look like the Wild Bunch. From my research, a picture is painted of 2002's Rollerball having one of the most botch-laden productions of its time. Several screenplay rewrites, all-time worst test screenings, poorly produced reshoots, and a relationship between above-the-line crew and studio executives so toxic the director pulled a Watergate and hired a private investigator to illegally wiretap the producer in an effort to get him fired. Need I say more? Oh, LL Cool J, the reason why I'm reviewing this steaming pile of shit? Not so hot as hell in this, I've gotta say. Except for the ending, which really kicks into gear in the last 5 minutes and almost achieves something resembling gravitas, the Rollerball remake is every bit of terrible you have been led to believe. In Time is about a future where people stop aging at 25 and must work to buy themselves more time. But when a young man finds himself with more time than he can imagine, he must run from the corrupt police force to save his life. In Time is a Great Recession parable that has standout cinematography and dialogue that suggests the screenplay started out as a satire and got lost in transition to being a straight-up suspense thriller. Justin Timberlake gives a matinee-level performance for a matinee-level movie, so I can't really complain about that. What also makes In Time kind of forgettable is the lack of history this dystopian future has. There is no reason given or even hinted at how things got to the way that they were, where time is the new currency. This does make it feel more timeless, no pun intended, which aids the screenplay's obvious attempts at being a parable, like I said. It's understandable why they did it, but something visceral was lost in achieving something cerebral. And sorry bruh, this is a Hollywood thriller, that shit don't fly. This would probably explain why the film did not do so well as expected. In Time has decent if muted performances, fantastic cinematography, and storytelling that is kind of hollow given the premise. It fits perfectly within the niche of a low-key Hollywood sci-fi thriller. Right, to sum this all up, Taxi is cliché, dated, and only sporadically entertaining. 2002's Rollerball is without a shadow of a doubt one of the worst films to ever receive an international cinematic release, and In Time is a good-looking two-dimensional sci-fi thriller that is perfectly serviceable. Goodbye.